just look at that little dot and I'm like, am I recording or am I not recording?
I know you have to check it like 15 times. It's like checking that all the
I know
lights are off and everything's unplugged before you go out of
I'm
town
like, did I lock the door? I don't know. And then like while we record, I'll just like check it every once in a while. I'm like, please still be recording.
Please still be recording.
Okay. All right. Let's do it.
You have so many tabs open.
You know, it's research. Sue me. Trying to be accurate.
I have 200%. I have 200% font and you've got 200 tabs.
Yeah, okay. And it works. Back. You know what I realized?
What?
We don't do the like welcome to the sports gossip show.
Oh yeah, we were gonna do that music.
Yeah.
Okay. If anyone's listening or watching,
if a single person is listening to our podcast,
I had done some really incredible reads of an announcer, like a 50s kind of talk show announcer, being like, "This is the sports gossip show," and I like ran it through basically GarageBand to edit how it sounded.
Okay.
We still should do that, but like, because we have our kind of like big band music and we're gonna have that as like the intro. If anyone's like a music producer or sound person who knows how to do that,
I don't even know if we need it.
Yeah,
at this point.
You think so? Oh, okay.
Because we could say welcome to the sports gossip show.
Oh, at the beginning of every episode. Yeah, that probably would be better.
Well, I mean, who's to say?
Oh, well.
Who's
anyways,
to say?
That's the inner workings of a podcast that we're doing ourselves.
Once again, we're doing this ourselves. Yeah, if you're listening to this, you know what it's called, probably.
You know what it's called.
Or you don't, and I don't know how you got here.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Can I share some exciting news this week?
Yeah.
If you're watching this on YouTube, I'm wearing a new sweater. Well, it's not new. It's an old sweater. But it finally arrived. All of our clothes. I know last week, if you listened, none of my clothes. I've been like rotating through basically what's left of my clothes that I haven't worn.
Yeah, and you were excited because you were getting more winter clothes that you had left in LA.
Yeah, it felt like a Christmas unboxing.
That's a beautiful sweater.
Thank you. I hope everyone likes it.
It's a blue sweater. I'm going to describe it for our audio listeners. It is a sort of wider knit, maybe, and it has a beautiful like knit collar built in.
Yes.
And I think my brown high turtleneck sweater works really well with your baby blue sweater.
It's very chic. Charlotte is wearing a sweater that looks like it costs $2,000, but tell all the listeners where it's from.
This is an Everlane sweater.
Not sponsored.
From Everlane.
And how much was it?
On sale, $48.
It looks so expensive.
Doesn't it look luxurious?
It looks great. I love it.
I debated whether or not to let that cat out of the bag, but
sorry.
You know what? I let it out. I decided this is.
No, it's great.
I'm proud of my deal hunting.
I love a deal. I love a good deal. My husband just gave me his old J. Crew roll neck sweater.
Cotton.
A navy cotton. They're so good.
I had a pink roll neck for a while in like 2018. And I don't know what I did with it. It's probably in the storage unit that I'm basically paying rent on because it's New York City. Oh, it stresses me out.
Anyway. Should we get into some sports gossip?
Yeah, absolutely.
As always, the second we finish recording this podcast, I don't know what it is, but news breaks every single time.
It'll be that Bill Belichick is engaged to his 24-year-old girlfriend.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
Well,
it's only a matter of time, unfortunately, but don't say that.
Oh, God. Well, we'll get into that later.
We'll get into
Bill
that
Belichick,
later.
new head coach of UNC.
Yeah. Anyway,
we're not starting there, though, folks.
We're not starting. That was just a tease.
Where we start. That's what they call a tease in the biz.
Bury the lead.
I mean, we didn't bury the lead.
No, we didn't. That's true.
Well, there's several leads.
We have
a lot of leads in this episode.
Should we lead right into it?
Yeah, but that pun was awful.
I'm sorry. I'm not really that punny.
What do you got for me first, Madeline Hill?
Well, I don't know if you saw Magic Johnson, the former Lakers star and owner, now owner.
Yes.
Who tweets a lot, by the way.
Yeah, he tweets the most generic tweet. It'll like the Lakers will win. He'll tweet the Lakers won. It was a great basketball game.
I want to know, does he dictate it to someone? Does he email the tweets and have someone post it? Or is it is he posting it himself?
I think people have dug into this before, and you know what? I don't remember the answer.
Great. Well, and anyways, not the point. Well, he did tweet that he went to Erewhon, and if you don't know what Erewhon is a very bougie grocery store in Los Angeles that I don't know if you would even call it a grocery store. It's more of like a tourist attraction at this point.
Yeah.
For healthy food.
It's like a healthy food theme park.
Correct. Don't get me wrong. If one opened in New York, I would lose my mind, and you cannot tell me that Happier Grocer, that place here in New York City, is a dupe for Erewhon.
I don't even know what Happier Grocer is.
It is not a dupe for Erewhon. I'm sorry.
Didn't we talk about Erewhon a few episodes ago?
Probably.
We did, and we were talking about all the markets around here, and we went into the,
Dean and DeLuca.
Yeah.
Well, there's this one Happier Grocery. Happier Grocer? Grocer? Like with the silent C?
Grocer? Grocery? Do you say grocery? Wait, what?
Maybe.
Tell me you're going to the
grocery store. The grocery store.
The grocery store.
Yeah, I'm going to the grocery store. What do you say?
The grocery store.
No.
Yeah. I'm getting groceries. I'm not getting groceries.
I know. I say I'm getting groceries.
Groceries?
Yeah. You say it again.
Groceries.
No.
Oh my God! What? Okay, this is the mint situation all over again. Someone weigh in. How do you say it? Is this another regional thing?
It might be a regional thing. I don't know. But then I don't feel like this is a Southern thing. I'm from Georgia. That doesn't. Well, let me think in a Southern accent.
I know.
I'm getting groceries. It does kind of work the same.
It's a good Southern accent.
I am from the South.
Yeah.
What was it? Can you say that again?
No. Okay, so why did Magic Johnson go to Erewhon?
Magic Johnson went to Erewhon in a Jordon green sweat set, which I love.
I'm looking at that. It's like an olive green.
Olive green. I believe this is the Erewhon. I shouldn't know this, what I'm about to say. This is the Erewhon in Beverly Hills.
How do you know that?
It's new. I know that because the elevator that is behind him in this photo goes to the parking lot.
Stop it.
Because I've taken that elevator before.
God, Madeline.
This one, though, I will say, this Erewhon, if you know the Erewhons, is the most touristy because it is literally smack dab in Beverly Hills.
Right.
And it's new. And it's like right off of Rodeo Drive. And so it's like people are going Rodeo, all the tourists, and then they like want to go to Erewhon for the cultural experience. So like him going there, though, also I'm like, he wants to be seen at this Erewhon.
Yeah. Well, he posted a picture of it.
He posted a picture. Anyways, this is definitely the Erewhon in Beverly Hills.
Okay.
I'm about 99.9% positive.
Look, I don't doubt you for a single second.
I've been to all the Erewhons. I think I know. Anyways, he went to Erewhon to pick up a new D'Angelo Russell smoothie. D'Angelo Russell, player for the Lakers.
Yeah.
And if you know anything about the smoothie collab, so Erewhon is known for doing these smoothie collabs with celebrities. Probably their most famous one is the one they did with Hailey Bieber.
It's pink,
like,
right?
It's pink. It's like $25 and like so much sugar in it.
Really?
So, I don't remember the exact amount, but it's like someone looked it up. Yeah, it's good. It's too sweet.
Okay,
it's like it's a dessert.
Yeah.
It has, I believe, more sugar. Don't quote me on this. I think than a can of Coke, and it's a smoothie.
Oh, okay.
So D'Angelo Russell has a smoothie called the Good to Great smoothie. Would you like to know the ingredients?
Is that supposed to be like a description of his NBA career? I don't know that I'd say he's great.
I defer to you on that one.
The Good to Great smoothie? What the heck does that mean?
It doesn't mean anything.
It's word salad.
It's word salad.
Once again.
Word salad.
What do they say about it?
Well, it's $22, and this powerhouse smoothie combines the smooth, creamy...
It's $22?
Oh, that's average price for an Erewhon celebrity collab smoothie. Or actually any Erewhon smoothie.
Any Erewhon smoothie.
Except Peanut Butter Blast. That's the OG. If you know, you know. It's like $12. It's the best one.
It's a cheap smoothie.
It's a cheap... Yeah, that's cheap. Cheap. A steal, $12 for blended ingredients you can make at home. It has a creamy base of organic barista oat and koji milk. Don't know what that is.
Okay.
With vanilla colostrum and organic luminous blue spirulina, packed with antioxidant-rich fruits like blueberries, pineapple, and pitaya, plus the added benefits of hemp seeds, tocos, don't know what that is, and vanilla collagen. This blend is designed to fuel your body.
Don't know what most of those words mean.
Me neither.
Colostrum sounds like a medical procedure.
Yeah.
Don't know. I mean, does it taste a little like grassy, do we think?
Well, it's the color. It's a purple and goldish yellow in honor of the Lakers. Oh. So I feel like it's probably a very blueberry pineapple forward smoothie if I had to guess.
I mean, look, I'm sure it tastes great.
I'm sure.
I don't like a smoothie with a bunch of weird shit
Me
in it.
neither.
Excuse
Give me
my
simple.
French.
Give me simple.
Like I make a smoothie here.
I mean, I love how many minutes in are we still talking about Erewhon smoothies?
I don't know. We might have to cut some of this.
No, we got to keep it in.
Okay.
Anyways, congrats to D'Angelo Russell on the smoothie. Don't know why Erewhon has not contacted us for a sports gossip purple and green smoothie.
Oh my gosh. It would be, what's a purple fruit?
Blueberries?
Are they? Yeah.
Well, they blend.
It would be purple and spinach.
It would be like
they
spinach.
blend it together and
And it would look
brown.
like, yeah. Well, but how they make them at Erewhon is like they kind of like pour it
They
and
layer
them.
them. Yeah. So it would be beautiful.
It would be gorgeous.
It would be a beautiful smoothie.
Yeah. Anyways, we haven't been called, but it's okay.
Well, our next item is actually Lakers adjacent too because it involves LeBron James. Gracie Abrams, who is a singer-songwriter, opened for Taylor Swift, is blowing up, performed on SNL for the first time last weekend. And she sang her song So True, which a lot of people have been doing the TikTok dance to, where they're just like walking through hallways singing all the lyrics. It's a great song. Love that song. And one of the lyrics that she says is smiling through it all. Can't believe this is my life. What does she say?
She says, did it just to hurt me, make me cry, smiling through it all? Yeah, that's my life.
Okay, and so this is a direct response to her favorite meme, which she and her friend, who is also a songwriter with her and works on these albums, would send back and forth to each other. And it's LeBron James. He posted it in February of 2018, shortly after the Fox News host Laura Ingraham told him to shut up and dribble and not talk about politics. And people thought maybe this was a response to that because of the timing. Maybe it wasn't. Who's to say? But he's standing in a pool, and he has his hand on his head, and he's leaning back, and he's grinning. And he posted on his Instagram story, smiling through it all. Can't believe this is my life.
All-time meme. All-time.
Absolute top 10. And I already was a big fan of Gracie Abrams.
Yeah.
Love her music. Think she's great. But the fact that she, in one of her most famous songs ever, a key line in the chorus is based on a LeBron James meme. That's next level.
Good. So good. It's a viral song with a viral meme.
She's a genius.
Genius. But did you see the other information about the meme and her connection to it?
What?
So she said, according to Entertainment Weekly, that during COVID, she thinks it was around her birthday. Audrey, I believe the woman she was sending the meme back and forth to, made her a huge blanket with a picture, like the meme on it.
Stop it.
The whole blanket is the meme, and his giant smile, which I love. I'm like, Gracie, come on the pod. We got to see the blanket. Okay. I got to see this blanket.
That's incredible. So Audrey Hobart, who she writes a lot of her songs with and directed one of her music videos, that's incredible. I also have a personal connection to Gracie Abrams.
Oh, what?
I taught Gracie Abrams how to sail.
What?
She was like 8, and I was, I guess, like 18 maybe, and I taught sailing as my summer job. Not to brag, I ran the program. And, we would work from like, the first kids would come at 8:30, and then they were younger because there was less wind in the morning. Fun fact, like 8:30 to 12:30, and then like the older kids would come 1 to 4, and I would give private lessons too from like 4 to 6. And J.J. Abrams, who Gracie's dad, the famous filmmaker, and his wife go to the same part of Maine that I do. And one day they called and were like, "Can you give our kids private lessons?" And I was like, absolutely. Like, yes.
Oh my God.
I would love to. And she, I think, was 8 and her brother Henry was 6. And for like 2 weeks, every evening I would take him out sailing. And I remember this because like they were such lovely kids. They were so sweet, so adorable. And it would, when you're teaching, you're in a boat.
Yeah, right.
So it would be me and these 2 kids in a boat.
That was it.
We would just hang out for 2 hours. And I remember like telling my parents, be like, these Abram kids are like amazing. And then it wasn't until Gracie was already very famous.
Yeah.
And my husband was like, well, that, J.J. Abrams is her dad. And I was like, I taught that woman how to sail. And then we saw her at a restaurant near us in Brooklyn once, I think. We're not sure if it was her. And I was like, I definitely would have said hi. I don't know if she would remember me.
Well, she might.
I mean, you know, not
I
to
feel like
brag.
as a kid, you remember things like that.
Sailing instructors are also like the coolest you could ever be when you're a kid.
100%.
Like my sailing instructors were gods. So I feel like there's a chance you might remember
You're
me.
her god.
So like Gracie, if you want to come on our podcast,
come on the pod
and talk about LeBron James memes.
Oh my God, I would love that.
You got a friendly face in me.
I would love that. I've said this to you already, but you have to teach me how to sail next summer.
I would love to.
I would love it. I'm going to be so bad.
Sailing is the one thing that I'm like the best at that has no bearing on my current life.
I'm excited to see you, like, you're great at a lot of things, but to see you do something that you're essentially a master at, I'm gonna be like, what the, like,
that is so
who
sweet
is Charlotte? Like, who is this woman? Like, she's just like doing like starboard or I don't know what pull the bow.
Ready about, heartily, we're gonna jibe, pulling the jib sheet, like here's a halyard. It's a different language.
I don't know what that is.
I would be honored to take you sailing. And look, maybe Gracie will want to come.
Yeah, she can come. We can do a live episode on a boat.
Gracie, do you still remember how to sail? Because if so, I did a pretty good job.
Let us know.
If not, sorry.
Oh well.
So yeah, I loved that.
That's great.
Proud of her. Proud. What else do we have?
Well, I don't think we can go a week without mentioning Miss Taylor Allison Swift.
Football. Queen of football. It was her 35th birthday on December 13th. And of course, she celebrated with her boyfriend, Travis Kelce, tight end for the Kansas City Chiefs. Yeah, except that her birthday was a Friday.
Yeah.
Friday the 13th.
Spooky.
I love that. Think about anything on a 13th. It's eventually going to be a Friday.
True.
And he, on her actual birthday, couldn't hang out with her the whole time because he had to make a, quote, mandatory appearance at a work function, which was Gracie Hunt's Christmas party. Gracie Hunt is the heir to the Kansas City Chiefs fortune.
Oh, my God. So are you telling me that Travis Kelce had to make a mandatory work appearance because he works for a company?
The company that Travis Kelce works for, his ultimate boss, the owner of the company, Clark Hunt.
Yeah.
His boss's daughter, Gracie, was throwing a Christmas party, and Travis, it was like, I got to show up for brownie points. Like, I have to hit Gracie Hunt's Christmas party on Taylor Swift's birthday. So it just goes to show you, Madeline, like the NFL, all of these guys, these famous players, these stars, they still work for a company.
Yes.
They still have to miss their girlfriend's birthdays or part of them because they have to go to some corporate holiday party,
Correct.
even if your girlfriend is Taylor Swift.
They're not immune. Stars are just like us.
They're just like
They're
us.
just like us.
And every corporation, they're just out to ruin your girlfriend's birthday. But you know what's funny about that? You know, we watched the Chiefs holiday party movie.
Yeah.
If you don't know what that is, it's the Hallmark movie that the Kansas City Chiefs collaborated with them on.
Yeah.
And it's basically just one big ad for Chiefs merch.
Correct.
But in that movie, Gracie Hunt is at the holiday party that the characters go to. So my question is, that was at the Chiefs facility.
Yeah.
Do we think that the real holiday party was just a replica of the one from the movie?
That's a great question. If they did it at the workplace, they probably could write it off as a work expense. If we're just really going, it goes all the way to the top. So wouldn't be surprised if it was at a Chiefs facility.
Goes all the way to the top.
Goes all the way to the top. Well, I'm glad that they at least got to celebrate a little bit, it seems. And according to article in page 6, Kelce left the party early to go be with Taylor for her birthday and reportedly, quote, pulled out all the stops and got Swift a ton of gifts, as he should.
Yeah, I think I saw that he spent like $175,000 on gifts or something, and like
What?
almost 20 grand on flowers. Who knows if any of that's true?
Who knows if it's true?
Also, something I kind of like about this is like, sure, you should be able to skip a holiday work party if your girlfriend's Taylor Swift, but
Yeah.
like even they can't. And there's something like it makes you feel a little bit more like, well, they're still millionaires, so we're not really all in this together.
No, we're not, unfortunately.
But I'm happy for them.
I'm happy for them.
Also, shout out to Kylie Kelce, Travis Kelce's sister-in-law, Jason Kelce's wife, for her amazing launch of her podcast.
Incredible.
She beat Joe Rogan. She was atop the charts. She was higher than Joe Rogan.
I love it. I'm like, keep her up there.
Rock on.
Stay number one, Kelce. Stay number one, Kylie Kelce.
There you go. She got it. We got there.
Another kind of Taylor Swift quick thing. I don't know if you saw, she made a surprise appearance at a Kansas City children's hospital. Very sweet to go
Adorable.
visit some kids who are sick. She handed out some signed books and was signing things. But I don't know if you saw this, but she was visiting one girl in particular, and there's a video, and she's signing the book. It's like about the Air Store. And the little girl says, "Is it about Brock Purdy?" And asking about in reference to Paper Rings, one of Taylor Swift's songs, I believe. And Taylor says, "Brock Purdy, I mean, I don't mind Brock Purdy, but he put me through a lot last February, so I was kind of stressed for a second."
Okay.
Explain that.
This is so cute.
I don't know what that means.
Brock Purdy is a quarterback for the 49ers, and he came out of nowhere. He was Mr. Irrelevant. He was the last pick in the NFL draft a couple years ago, and nobody expected him to be as good as he was. Quarterbacks for the 49ers got hurt. He came in. He had this amazing rookie season. He's still on a rookie contract, I believe. Like I think he used to live with a roommate because he just doesn't make enough money.
Oh my God.
I mean, he makes enough money.
Yeah, right.
He could, but whatever.
Right, whatever.
And so Brock Purdy, they played in the Chiefs and the 49ers were in the Super Bowl last year. They played against each other and it was a pretty close game. So this girl, I think she's probably saying like she's probably a 49ers fan or she just knows him and likes him. And so she was like, "Is this song about Brock Purdy?" And Taylor was like, he put me through a lot last week because it was a close game, but then the Chiefs won the Super Bowl.
Okay. Pretty
Thank
cute.
you
for the context.
Anytime.
Very cute.
That's what I'm here for.
Well, that was the Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce update I had for you.
Thank you
this
so
week.
much.
You're so welcome.
I love their updates. Their updates always feel so wholesome.
I know. They are wholesome.
I'm like, look at this cute thing they did.
Speaking of, I don't know if it's wholesome. It's something. It's a wholesome thing.
It's a
something.
whole something.
It's a wholesome thing. Bill Belichick is the new head coach at the University of North Carolina for their football team. There's a lot to unpack there.
Yeah. I almost don't know where to start. Bill Belichick obviously has won 8 Super Bowls, 6 with the New England Patriots. I was grateful to be a fan of the team that he coached because it meant we won a lot. Also probably had to do a lot with Tom Brady. And Bill has been last year, so Robert Kraft, the owner of the Patriots, fired him, basically. They tried to frame it as like it's mutual. It wasn't.
Yeah.
And apparently in this article by Seth Wickersham and ESPN, Bill and Josh McDaniels, Matt Patricia, and Mike Lombardi.
Who are those people? Josh
McDaniels was his offensive coordinator until he got a job as a head coach of the Raiders and then got fired because he was bad at it. Matt Patricia was one of Bill's coordinators and got the head job as a coach of the Lions and was fired because he's bad at it. Mike Lombardi is a media guy who also was an assistant to the coaches in New England until 2016.
Okay.
They would all get on his... So it's basically like Island of the Lost Boys who don't have jobs in the NFL anymore.
Yeah, right.
And although I think... Yeah, no, Patricia doesn't because Bill got fired, so Patricia was out. So they all would get on a Zoom weekly and like break down games and all this stuff, which is like... sort of cute, sort of sad.
Yeah.
And no one wanted to hire Bill last year because part of Bill's thing is when you get Bill Belichick, he was the GM and the coach for the Patriots.
Right.
When you get Bill, you get all of Bill.
Yeah.
And people are like, Bill's kind of difficult to work with. We don't like the NFL is a much more collaborative league now. It's not like what the head coach says goes.
Yeah. Right.
So he didn't get any job offers. So he's been on ESPN going on Pat McAfee and the Manning Cast once a week. And I don't think he liked it that much.
Yeah.
He wants to be a coach.
Right.
But the NFL is not going to hire him. And so this article sort of framed it as it's a big F you to the NFL. But I don't know how you can say F you to somebody who doesn't want you. Like, you can say it, but it doesn't really pack a punch. The NFL's like, okay, don't let the door hit you on the way to Chapel Hill, Bill. Like, what are we doing? And so his 24-year-old girlfriend, Jordon, is going with him.
Wow, you just spilled the truth. Thank you for that context.
Anytime.
And it looks like he's making a hefty chunk of change there.
Yeah.
He's making $10 million a year.
Yeah.
Which is, I don't know what relative to what other head coaching college football jobs pay. Is that standard?
It's a lot of money. I think he has a base salary of $1 million with $9 million in supplemental. And I think that if he wants to leave, the buyout is $10 million for his first year. But then after that, if he wants to leave after his first year at any point, he just has to pay them $1 million. So it's sort of like, is this just a stunt to go to UNC to then try to get a job in the NFL again? Like, go for a year and then
That feels weird and kind of random.
Doesn't that feel weird?
And also, I'm like, let's be real. Like, is UNC going to be that good in a year?
Like, no. It's probably like the 4th best job in the ACC, which is a conference that isn't that great. So here's the thing, Madeline.
Best job.
Sorry, I'm really letting Bill have it, but
now here's my question about this whole situation. How much do you think he was influenced by his girlfriend?
I'm so glad you brought that up because it feels like not that she's pulling the strings.
But she's pulling the strings.
She's
Yes.
like, I want to be around people my age.
Correct.
We live in Hingham, Massachusetts and Nantucket.
No.
Who's she going to hang out with there?
Bill's old college buddies from 1922.
Like, what?
Yeah, no.
And the reason that I think this, too, is because someone commented on Instagram and said, tell Bill to come to UNC. This was 3 days before he was hired. There were rumors, but it hadn't happened yet. And she commented, working on it, winky face. And she had followed all of these UNC accounts. And then once the move happened, she said, we're on to Chapel Hill, which is an allusion to Bill's famous 2015 press conference, maybe 2014, whatever, where he said, we're on to Cincinnati. A reporter would ask him a question. They lost a game. And they'd be like, Bill, what about this? What about that? And he would say, we're on to Cincinnati. And they'd say, what about this? He'd say, we're on to Cincinnati. He repeated it. It was like he broke. It was like he broke, but he was doing it on purpose.
Yeah, I think she's 100% pulling the strings, and I would even take it a step further and say that maybe Jordon is his Tree Payne. Tree Payne, as you know, Taylor Swift's famous publicist with red hair, who, again, haven't been called to play her in a movie, but it's fine. She, is behind Taylor Swift. She's been with her forever and kind of runs the operation of Taylor Swift Inc. in a lot of ways.
The PR and the public messaging.
Jordon is Bill Belichick's Tree Payne.
So, and here's how we know this, because we've established in earlier episodes of the Sports Gossip Show that she is 1,000% running his account.
Correct.
Because she posted something on her account, and then Bill Belichick, air quotes, commented on it using the same capitalization and punctuation that she would use.
Correct. And as we said in earlier episodes, there's no way Bill Belichick knows how to accept a collab post on Instagram. And he had accepted collab posts on Instagram.
0 chances.
No chances. It's Jordan.
A few other funny things about this. So Bill is bringing Michael Lombardi with him to be the GM, because now that NIL, name, image, and likeness, has changed college football, where there's actual money involved, it's become less about like going to 16-year-olds' houses and sitting in their living rooms, and it's more like a transaction of like, we can pay you this much,
right?
Essentially. And so Bill was like, it's more like the NFL, because his best friend Nick Saban, who coached Alabama, he was like, yeah, I'm out. I don't like this NIL stuff. And Bill's like, well, now I think I'm in.
You're like, I like it.
He's like, seems more like a company. He's a company man.
I mean, I'm all for players getting paid. They should be getting paid. They bring so much money to these schools.
Oh, totally. But Bill's like, cool, now it's capitalism. I get it.
Well, you know what, Jordan? I hope you have a great time at UNC. Maybe you'll enroll in some classes. Maybe get your master's degree.
She's a cheerleader. Do you think that if she has red shirt eligibility, she could join the cheerleading team at UNC?
Do not.
Okay, she's thought about it.
She's thought about it. I feel like she'll get a master's degree, so then she can do it.
In kinesthenology.
I was thinking more like communication studies.
Yeah.
Something like that.
One or the other.
Well, on another football note.
Oh, God.
I unfortunately have another tiny Aaron Rodgers update. I'm sorry, everyone. It's small. But I saw a couple days ago, he suggested that a curse may be the reason for the Jets losing streak.
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
What?
So a little bit of context. The Jets wide receiver Garrett Wilson suggested last Sunday a losing gene, in air quotes, so he said that, might be an explanation for the Jets' inability to pull out victories.
Like GENE?
Like a gene, like 23andMe.
Yeah.
Gene. Like a gene. The team is now 3-10 after a loss to Miami. So that was last Sunday. Then on Wednesday, Aaron Rodgers took it a step further and said, quote, I mean, it might be something like that about Wilson's theory. And then he said, it might be some sort of curse we've got to snap as well.
Oh, my God.
This man is like sage in the locker room. Sage it.
At this point, try it.
Try it.
But also, like, maybe the curse has something to do. I also saw a rumor.
The curse is coming from inside the house.
The curse is coming the curse is the friends we made along the way. The curse is coming from inside the house.
The curse is coming from inside the locker room.
Yeah.
It is coming from, I don't know what his number is, but whatever. It's 22.
I don't know what remember. It's so hard to remember numbers.
You know what's funny to me?
What?
Why do professional athletes even have numbers?
So that the refs can say foul on number 5.
I mean, or just like, they should be able to have like a symbol or something. They could be like a smiley face.
The artist formerly known as Aaron Rodgers. What is this, Prince? A smiley face?
They put emojis
like an
on
asterisk. It's like only
a question mark.
Only the top row of a keyboard when you press shift is allowed on the back of a jersey. What are you talking about?
I just think it's funny. I mean, sometimes if I really think about professional sports too much, I'm like, this is what we're wearing the same uniforms you wear in AYSO soccer at age 5 to the Premier League. You're wearing the same stuff. Like, there's no innovation. You're wearing the same basic materials. I mean, how insane. It is wild.
You don't
graduate. You just wear the same. You wear your last name. You sometimes even get to keep your same number if it's like a lucky number.
Oh, yeah. And if you have seniority, you get to tell the younger person on the team, if you join that team, hey, give me your number. It's my number now. It's my number.
How insane.
What was your number?
5. I love 5.
It's a good number.
What's your number?
It was 18 or 21.
Ooh, those are. I like those.
Yeah, they're
good,
interesting.
Right? Yeah. Anyways, I had to say that.
No, I totally agree with you. Thank you for that. Okay, let's get to the thing that happened right after we recorded our episode last week.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow's house was broken into.
Yeah.
While they were playing the Cowboys.
Yes.
The Bengals were playing the Cowboys. Joe Burrow is the quarterback of the Bengals, so he was in Texas. And Olivia Ponton, a Sports Illustrated swimsuit model, showed up and called in the burglary and said there was a shattered bedroom window. The room was ransacked. She was able to give a rough list of missing items. And she also called her mother, who apparently called the police. And in the audio of Olivia's mother's call, she says, someone is trying to break into the house right now. My daughter's there. This is Joe Burrow's house. She's staying there. He's at the football game. And news came out that Olivia Ponton was on Joe Burrow's payroll. Mm-hmm. She's an employee of Joe Burrow. Mm-hmm. We don't know anything more than that.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow had been, since 2015, dating Olivia Holzmacher, who he met in college, I believe, or maybe high school, but I think it was college. And no one really knows. He tries to be private.
Yeah, right.
And the thing that bums me out about this is, like, Joe Burrow's really going through it.
He's going through it.
Did you see what he said at his press conference?
No.
He showed up after this happened and said, so obviously everybody has heard what has happened. I feel like my privacy has been violated in more ways than one.
Oof.
And way more is already out there than I would want out there and that I care to share. So that's all I got to say about that.
Oh.
And he said that he understands this comes with the job, but he's a private person. And so this is really painful.
Yeah.
And, like, obviously we have a show called The Sports Gossip Show.
Yes.
But I feel for the guy.
I feel bad. He's going through it. Can you imagine your house being broken into and then your job is to be on national television to play a sport and you're the star of the show? And you don't know who's broken into your house, why, what they've taken. And
then it comes out something about, like, your personal life,
right?
Whether
like,
he's dating her, is he not? Is he? And I think that people are also, like, specifically weird about Joe Burrow. You mean? I feel like it's just always like
people are fascinated.
Rabid information about, like, who is he dating?
Oh,
is he
interesting?
Like on Dumois, like outside of sports circles.
I feel like it's because he's kind of transcended football and he's like a fashion icon. I think he's gone on the Met Gala.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
well, if he hasn't, he was at Vogue World.
I mean, in my mind, he has. Yeah, he walked on the runway. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Anyways, but I feel like he's kind of a cultural icon, and people who aren't into football know who he is because of who he is kind of off the field. So there is this like extra level of fascination.
Totally.
And people are captivated by him.
But he's also on the sidelines with Zach Taylor, the head coach of the Bengals. He was seen mouthing F that, like he was mad. And then like he was chatting with other players on the field, and he goes, "It's been a week, bro." And like imagine, like he's been playing so well, and the Bengals haven't been winning the way that they should have been winning given how he's played, and then this happens and he has to deal with questions about his personal life.
Right.
And like I saw a bunch of stuff online about saying like he's deleted all pictures of Olivia Holtzmacher and she's deleted all pictures of him on her Instagram, and that's just simply not true.
Oh.
So there's just like all this stuff going around.
You know, I'm going to say something a little bit controversial.
What?
But hear me out.
Okay.
I think that Joe Burrow maybe needs to take a page out of Aaron Rodgers' playbook.
Uh-oh.
And do a little bit of self-reflection and maybe go on a dark retreat.
Why?
Did it help Aaron Rodgers? I don't know. But it seems like Joe Burrow needs to kind of cleanse the bad juju. He's got a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, you know how we feel about Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Say with me.
No, I'm with you. Yeah. Okay, here's what I would say. Maybe rather than going the Aaron Rodgers route, last week you said that his Saturn is in return.
Yes, correct.
Maybe he needs to go get his horoscope read.
He needs to have his chart read. His birth chart read. You're so right. That is what it is.
Or like
all right, I take back what I said.
Or something.
No dark retreat. He just needs to do a 2-hour session with an astrologer to look at his birth chart.
I think a dark retreat would depress me so much.
I cannot imagine
I can't
doing
even
it.
think about
I'm
it.
sorry for recommending that, Joe Burrow.
No. Look,
Don't listen to me, Joe.
I know what you were getting. It came from a good place.
It came from a good place.
Your intentions were pure.
Aaron Rodgers is nuts. I'm not putting Joe Burrow in the same category.
I mean, also, like, a bunch of NFL and NBA players' houses have been getting broken into while they're not at home.
Yeah.
Cut it out.
Cut it out. Not nice.
Don't do that.
Don't do it.
Don't rob
robbers. Don't do it.
You stop that right
now.
Stop
it right now if you're listening.
It's mean. It's a mean thing to do. So anyway, everyone's just talking about, like, are they dating? Are they not? I don't know. I have no idea. We don't know. But Joe's going through it. So
he's going through it.
Cut Joe a little bit of slack, everybody.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, in other relationship drama.
Uh-oh.
I don't know if you saw this, but the fiance of the University of Colorado star wide receiver and cornerback who won the Heisman Trophy, Travis Hunter, is he's in a little bit of drama with his fiance Liana Lene.
Oh,
who I don't know. Did you watch any of the Heisman ceremony?
Yeah, I did.
So during the ceremony, it kind of looks like he wins and she doesn't stand up, and that their head coach,
Deion Sanders.
Thank you. Why am I forgetting his name? Coach Prime is like nudging her to try to stand up, and people are like, what the hell? Like, she should be standing up. But she obviously had to go on TikTok and post an 8-minute video to set the record.
8 minutes?
8 minutes after Hunter, her fiance, went on a Twitch stream, which is Twitch video games? I think it's video games.
I have absolutely no idea what Twitch is.
I think it's video games. I don't know. Whatever. And he went on the stream and explained that Lene had gotten drunk and cried herself after all the negative criticism and abuse that she had received online after that video had surfaced, which is pretty terrible.
Yeah.
And he told people to stop targeting her, specifically calling out, quote, clickbait pages and social media accounts and websites. And he said, quote, clickbait pages stop. Y'all better stop. I'm telling y'all something bad is going to happen to y'all if you keep doing that. Y'all better stop that. I ain't playing.
Wow.
So... and then he said, y'all hate on me, then you go hate on my girl. I feel the same thing that she feels. We're inseparable. We're with each other. If she's hurting, I'm hurting.
What a supportive
partner.
Yeah.
Anyways, after he did that, she went on an 8-minute long video on her TikTok addressing kind of that issue. Some other ones are issues like, did she like DM him when he had a girlfriend or not? Which she was like, no. There was this drama at an Adidas event.
Yeah, she was like sitting there and people thought that she said while he was taking pictures with fans, like, am I just supposed to sit there? And I watched both the Heisman video and the Adidas store video.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't think there's anything here.
No.
Like, those events are all awkward. Nobody knows what to do. I tried to read her lips. I don't think she said, what am I supposed to do? Sit here.
No.
And at the Heisman thing, she was happy. She hugged him. She was just sitting down again because, like, what are you supposed to do with those things?
Right. Yeah, no. I was like, what was she supposed to do? And she said in the video, as soon as she saw Travis get up, she said, quote, I thought it was appropriate to stand up, greet him, congratulate him. But then there was a camera right in front of Coach Prime. And I knew that they were going to film that moment. And because of how people are online, I was like, I don't want to be in that shot. So I'm going to sit down. So I tried to sit down so I'm not in the camera while I'm crying. And then she went on to say, I was super excited for him, but I wanted the moment to be about him and his family. And that's the other thing. People are like, why did he sit next to her? Why was his mom? We had assigned seats. It's like, yeah. Have you ever been to a function that's televised?
It's crazy.
Or not, but just like any event.
Yeah.
Like if you go to the Nutcracker, you likely have an assigned seat.
They tell you where to go.
And
this is all a highly choreographed situation.
Yes.
Everything about it. And clearly she was trying to do the right choreography.
Right.
But
Correct.
then people were like, why didn't you do the right dance steps?
Exactly.
And she was like, because I thought they were the right ones.
Exactly.
And maybe they were.
Yeah. Agreed.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. I'm team them.
Same.
I think she didn't do anything wrong. Didn't look like it to me.
It's also just, people don't like women.
No. They don't.
A lot of the time, people they're like, you're the girlfriend.
Also, maybe people are just jealous because she's with a Heisman winner.
What are you going to do? A
What are you
two-way
gonna do?
player. Offense.
What's a two-way
and
player?
defense.
Oh, thank you.
Wide receiver and cornerback.
That's pretty cool.
He catches the ball and he tries to intercept the ball.
Good job.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow.
It's amazing.
That's like
He
being
won
on
the Heisman.
2 different teams at a company. You have 2 different jobs in 2 different departments. Could you imagine? You're like a data analyst, and you also are the head of PR.
Exact
Whoa.
right roles. Exact
Whoa.
right roles for
Was
a
it
wide
really?
receiver and a cornerback. Yes. Oh my God.
I didn't even.
Oh
I
my
just
God.
made it up.
That
on the
was
spot.
genius.
Wow.
Travis
Thank you.
Hunter, company man.
Company man with multiple jobs.
Man.
Well,
I still want
anyways.
shirts.
I know we got to
Say
make them. We've
company
gotten a lot of DMs about that.
Yeah.
Yes, we'll make merch. I've been talking
Have
to my
we?
husband about it. Yeah. Oh, I didn't tell you this?
No.
Oh, sorry.
That's
I'm just
great.
like, I'm the social media manager.
Yeah. Madeline reads the DMs.
I read the DMs. Yes, we've gotten a lot
so
of DMs.
you can say mean stuff about me and she won't tell
Don't
me.
say mean stuff about Charlotte. I'll report you. No, but we've gotten a lot of messages about when are we making merch, and people are asking about company man merch.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, that just made my whole week.
Yeah. We should probably put out a survey, be like, what type of merch do people want? A
Dad
shirt?
hat.
Yeah,
crew
I
neck,
feel like it's a dad hat and a
hoodie,
crew neck. Yeah.
t-shirt, tote. And we need to decide which we start with.
I feel like, okay, if we're doing a little survey right now,
Yeah.
if you're listening, I think it's dad hat
Yeah.
and a crew neck.
Yep. Me too.
What do you guys think? Dad hat and crew neck, or dad hat and t-shirt? Those are my kind of two.
Okay, t-shirt, crew neck.
I think crew neck.
I
My
love
gut
a
is
crew
crew neck
neck
because also it's colder season. I don't know. I just feel like a crew neck. But if
Also-
you're listening and have thoughts, send it to us.
Do you want to know? Do you want to know the thought process that just went through my head?
Please.
I was like, okay, dad hat. Then I was like, maybe t-shirt because you can wear it all year round
Oh,
because you can wear it under stuff. But then I was like, but then you wouldn't see it if it's under stuff. And then I
Right.
was like, even in the summer, sometimes it's a little chilly. And then I had this beautiful image of someone sitting at a beach at a bonfire with a sports gossip show crew neck on, and it seemed so happy and lovely.
I want to wear a sports gossip show crew neck while you're teaching me to sail next summer.
And that,
with the
folks,
hat.
is called bringing it full circle.
There we go.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay. I love it. Yeah, so I think that it's funny because like both the Joe Burrow and Travis Hunter stuff this week to me was like, I think there's stuff that's fun to talk about and joke about. And then there's stuff where I'm like, this isn't that fun. Like for people online being like, screw these people or screw those. I'm like, is this enjoyable for you?
Yeah. I don't think it's that fun.
I don't know.
I just feel kind of bad about the situations.
Yeah.
I hope they're doing all right.
Me too. And I hope Joe wears another candy cane outfit.
Please, please, I'm begging you.
Okay, here's something that is fun. An Ohio lawmaker. Do you remember how a few episodes ago we talked about flag planting?
Yes.
And if you didn't watch that or listen to that, basically there were a bunch of college football games where the away teams won and tried to plant their flags on the home team's logo at center field, and then people started punching each other and like threw them into the field, into the stands like javelins.
It was messy.
Pretty dangerous.
Very dangerous.
It was entertaining, though. I will say. Sorry. Violence is bad, obviously. So an Ohio State lawmaker, because Michigan tried to plant a flag at Ohio State after they beat Ohio State again, an Ohio State lawmaker says that teams attempting to plant their flags in the middle of Ohio Stadium during Ohio State games would classify as a felony. He wants to make it a felony to plant a flag that is not Ohio State at Ohio State. And guess what he would call this?
What?
The OHIO Sportsmanship Act.
Okay. All right. There should be a punishment. Maybe. Is a felony necessary?
A felony is insane.
That feels like a very harsh punishment for for the crime.
Also, here's what I would say. Maybe instead of passing legislature, win the game.
Win the game.
If you win the game, no one's going to plant the flag on your field.
Correct. True. Yeah.
Like, obviously, they can't plant flags anymore because everybody ends up punching each other in the face, and then the police pepper sprayed everybody at Ohio State. Anyway. Good luck to that man.
Good luck to that man.
Ohio State rep Josh Williams.
Good luck. I don't feel like that's going to pass.
Like, have you ever watched sport? Like,
that feels like
go play
ridiculous.
A sport.
Yeah.
You loser.
He just works in government doing, I don't know, making these laws.
Not a company man.
Not a company man.
Josh Williams, not a company man.
Not a company man.
All right. Well, that's pretty much all we got. But we are fans of the Pop-Tart Bowl here.
We are.
Which is a college football game sponsored by Pop-Tarts.
So good.
And last year they
put a human Pop-Tart through a toaster oven, and he came out as like a real Pop-Tart.
A huge real Pop-Tart.
It was incredible. I don't know why we haven't been invited to the Pop-Tart Bowl yet.
That's a great question.
So if you're listening and you work in PR at Pop-Tarts.
What's up, Pop-Tarts?
Send us. Because they have new flavors. They have new mascots.
And a new trophy.
Which
is actually a toaster. It's a toaster shaped like a football that toasts Pop-Tarts.
That is the American dream. If that is not America, I don't know what is. That you could only do that in America, and I love it.
The European mind cannot comprehend.
Cannot comprehend. Oh, it's beautiful.
It's like, here is a college football game that we're going to turn into a brand event.
Yeah.
That we're going to build a useless, junky piece of equipment and to promote that will one day be in a landfill. It's pretty American.
And build an entire universe around. Yeah. Like, they've built a whole lore. There's now precedent from previous year. Like, I mean, I can't wait.
I know I just said junky, but I love it. Never stop. Pop-Tart, never stop.
Never stop. Please let us come.
Please invite us to your party.
While we're on the subject.
Yeah.
I'm throwing this out there.
Uh-oh. She's going rogue, folks.
NFL playoffs are coming up. I don't know. If anyone needs any sports gossip commentary, you let us know. info@sportsgossipshow.com. Just throwing that out there.
Tell us what's going on.
Also, specifically, Charlotte loves when I bring up the University of Georgia. University of Georgia bowl game. Alumni department. I used to know someone in there that I went to games.
Yeah?
She doesn't work there anymore, so.
Okay, so that's going to be really useful.
Just let me go, please. Come on.
Madeline wants someone to pay for her trip to the
You don't even you don't have to pay for my trip. Just give me a ticket.
Okay, just a ticket.
Just a ticket.
Yeah.
I don't need I'll pay my own way.
I would like you to pay for my way.
It's in New Orleans. I have a friend who lives there. I'll go see her.
Also, the national championship.
Please.
Someone actually should send us to
Come on. We'll make some great content.
Or the Super Bowl.
You don't have to pay us. Just let us come. Charlotte's like, get us some money. I'm like, I'll work for free.
I'm like,
I think we have a new thing to add to the podcast. We're doing this ourselves. Yep. Come on the pod, and then the new one is invite us to things.
Give us money.
Give us money. info@sportsgossipshow.com. If you give us some money.
Venmo @sportsgossip.
No, that's not real. We don't.
It's not
really.
That's
not really our Venmo. We don't have a Venmo. A Sports Gossip Show Venmo.
If
you do want to support the work that we're doing, you can become a paying subscriber on our Substack at sportsgossipshow.substack.com. That helps us support this silly work we're doing.
Because once again,
we're doing this ourselves.
I almost said over and out. And then I just did anyway.
You should have.
Okay, bye.